Championship Series on Fox, presented by Loan Depot. It is Smoltz. I'm Joe Davis. The offense was the story for the Rangers.
For pitching, and a lot of those guys got hurt, and they're tired of hearing about their pitching woes and why they haven't lost, and you can understand why they feel good. Now they're up against a be ready.
Yeah, you feel like they're due anytime they lose a game. It's been one of the hallmarks. Lineup for the Rangers in Game 2, sponsored by IBM. One significant difference: Garver and Heim. Garver stays in, slides down, and bats fifth.
Joe, you might be wondering after the game he played last night why Evan Carter is not 9 strikeouts. Veteran Robbie Grossman is a right-handed. Framber Valdez is out of the game. Expect Carter to replace Grossman.
And we've got it here, starting with the first batter of the game. Back up
here for Framber, but he is still a guy that you at least really trust in these big games.
What he did against the Rangers, but this guy's sinker, wait till you see him to hit against him.
So 5 runs over 4 1/3 in Game 2 of the division. Game 2 looks like this. Michael Brantley into the lineup. Bregman and Pena, Altuve and Abreu, and Maldonado. Yesterday said what up to the home plate umpire and to Maldonado, and shoosh.
There wasn't. This is strength against strength. Simeon
eye sinker. Off we go in Game 2. Base hit. First pitch base hit from Marcus.
Havoc for this crowd who is waiting to erupt.
500 here this season. Is Corey's pitch. Bloop shot left field and down. 2 pitches and
or less. Grossman would shock me if he swings at the first pitch.
First one to Grossman. He takes in the dirt. This is Grossman's first appearance team with 8 strikeouts. And remember that today, Grossman gets another chance, and he's ahead 2-0.
Valdez and or Evaldi get the low
2-1.
Because what each pitcher and his cutter, especially
pitch to Robbie Grossman, and there is that low strike. 2-2 here. Rangers threatening early as he juggles, he throws wide.
This from pitchers every time, from throwing the ball, whether it's picking off a runner or throwing the.
Now we've talked when he's not quite there mentally, and you can already see, and understandably frustrated. Garcia pokes the base hit. Seager in to score. Grossman to third.
Well, again, if you're the visiting team, you get a chance to shot. And discipline and approach for the Rangers has been this game's going.
That's no doubt about it. Crew chief is Marvin Hutt. First game of the postseason where he didn't have a hit. Doesn't waste any time here. And it's
and the hitting coaches for Texas last night against Verlander. Their goal was to take jumping on first pitch sinkers from Valdez.
And it's, well, you knew they were going to be not wanting to talk about that. Well, you see that ball's down, and he just goes with it right up the middle, which I've seen on that sinker to go the other way.
First and third, Mitch Garver, first pitch curve, and if you're
emphasis.
The left field, that'll drop in for another Texas hit, and it's wow.
Yeah, so now you're a little more concerned, right? They're making good paths at the singling them here in the first inning.
Paper cut, and everybody you talk to that watches the Rangers that prepare. Another curve, and it's 0-2.
Heavy lineup is come out swinging, and
aim for Valdez here against the 6-hitter. Now it's Nathaniel Lowe. 0-2.
They've done that a lot. Over 100.
Garcia, Brantley up with it. His throw is cut off, and a foot and an error against Framber Valdez in the first inning.
Stop and the third baseman and.
Takes ball 1. On his first swing with a home opening day roster this year. All-star as a rookie.
That's just something that you're not used to seeing off of balls. That foul ball height of that fastball. Try to get the curveball to go to that back foot. In the strike zone, ending out of the strike zone. That one started too low for Young to
2-2.
There it
got
is.
it. Well done. Run against Justin Verlander. Switch hitter flips around, bats
with the comfortable of a scoreboard, right? When you're down 4-0, that
has had so much success in the postseason. He struggled in the World Series, but he gave up 5 runs in his first.
They're not tattooing him; they're just putting good swings on.
Runners take off on a 3-2. The McCormick, he's got room, but the Rangers have 4. Astros have in store. Here's their lineup, brought to you by IBM. Altuve, McCormick in center. Jeremy Pena at short, and Martin Maldonado doing the catching.
This is the toughest matchup he'll have because this lineup is so disciplined. And
Is 1-0 to Altuve. Is yanked foul.
Yeah, a lot of that had to do with the strike zone. Going to be huge for a.
Oh, didn't get the call there.
And his breaking ball, his go-to.
Tolman against him 5 times, fouls this one back, and it's 2.
High sight and the arm delivery and the height of the fastball kind of feeds into.
Elvin, Texas, and has developed a reputation as a post. Home with another 2-2. Count goes full on Altuve. Started the payoff. And Altuve, the first out of this one, as it's 3 games. The one gone in this. The first pitch, very patient. Alex Bregman climbs in. Dusty Baker trying to get Tucker going, and
one of the things to look for, and it's going to be the key, as you saw on the line, that splitter right to third.
Astros have in store. Here's their lineup, brought to you by IBM. Altuve, Bregman in center. Jeremy Pena at short, and Martin Maldonado doing the catching.
This is the toughest matchup he'll have because this lineup is so disciplined. And
here we go. First one and ball 1. It's going to be an interesting thing, right? Is 1-0 to Altuve. Is yanked foul.
Yeah, a lot of that had to do with the strike zone. Going to be huge for a.
Oh, didn't get the call there.
And his breaking ball, his go-to.
Tolman against him 5 times, fouls this one back, and it's 2.
High sight and the arm delivery and the height of the fastball kind of feeds into.
Elvin, Texas, and has developed a reputation as a post. Home with another 2-2. Count goes full on Altuve. Started the payoff. And Altuve, the first out of this one, as it's 3 games. The one gone in this. The first pitch, very patient. Alex Bregman.
Control the strike zone hitting team, and who comes out of what? Like, who changes?
Climbs in. Dusty Baker trying to get Tucker going, and
one of the things to look for, and it's going to be the key, as you saw on the line, that splitter right to third.
It's Framber Valdez. He swings at the first pitch, and he's 2 for 2, having seen 2.
That's right, Joe. Marcus spent the last few weeks worrying that he would miss the birth of his daughter, baby Amelie. Marcus said Tara is a competitor.
Beyond living up to it. I mean, he probably wins MVP.
Fazed by anything, although he was fazed by that call right there. See, I think, you know.
Curve misses inside. Count is full. There goes Simeon on a 3-2 that Seager grounds foul.
Well, the Rangers, so here 3-2, you know you got your stud at the plate. He's going to control the strike zone.
Not going this time. Seager chases strike 3.
Not going with those shoes. They may be thrown away and never seen again.
Badges. Robbie Gordon, they get 2 here. There's 1, can't transfer. And they see,
you know, left-handed version of Greg Matt.
Out. First pitch here. Swings at it. You said that Framber had given that delivery.
He lands. Perfect position to field. Perfect way he can't crash into. Version.
Got a chase there. Got ahead 1-2. Is represented on the goalie's shoes. Sweet. A 2-2 pitch from Valdez. Garcia takes ball 3. Whoa, look at him. LeCarp.
Caught his front foot, maybe.
Strike on Garver.
Well, what Bruce?
Yeah, he says he sees some of that in Posey. Rangers scored 4 in the first. They've got. He went 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times, but he's facing a guy that he had.
The damage that he had early on, he is definitely
on this one pitch. Goes with the curve, and that is 2-1. Alvarez. Yordan Alvarez gets the Astros on the board with an up.
Away your fastball, and you got numbers like now 9 for 12. You feel lost and have that pitch that kind of. To throw this pitch. This is just a human being. It is. All right. And it needed to be just a little.
Michael Brantley takes strike one from Evaldi. The home run in the final game of the division series. Really is amazing what he's done before he finally played in his first game on August 29th. So too, Brantley takes strike three. Splitter gets him looking.
Have that target, and he would get it a little bit higher so that he.
Yeah, first of all, that's not the guy you want to do it against.
Game.
Can play Young from the far corner of the diamond from your local Fox station. One game as we move along to the third, and Jonah Heim leads off for the Rangers. Game 6 singles. Fouls this one off, and it's
Guys locked in, and a couple of them, 3 of them really got hurt.
second half on the injured list. And Jonah Heim hits it out. There's that power.
Bullpen, he's hoping that his starter can get locked in, but the approach, the ramation, and you get to this time of the year and you watch video and you see the pitcher in the regular, got him out of the zone, walked him,
Simmons played some in the postseason. We got a bunch of dudes playing on this stage for the first time. Pitch to low.
You know how in Philadelphia the fan base, long road trip, and they're going to come out swinging.
It happened.
Yeah, they got mad. It's that ball. It'd have been out of pretty much every.
To one of the Texas All-Stars. He broke his thumb on August 6th. But has, like all these guys, turned it on for the postseason, hitting above.
Chase just trying to see something up in the zone and put a good swing on it and went over the fence.
Good. And this cutter was not so good. The curveball, no hit.
Runs allowed this postseason over 7 innings. Here's a 2-1-2 Tavares. Taken for ball 3. 4:55 in the second half, though. The struggles have continued. Walk than he ever anticipated making today. Going to go to the bull. His first postseason home run. Series. Astros bullpen already gets into. Stays away. Ball 1.
When you're leading.
There goes the runner from first. Throw from Maldonado.
And we're 2 outs. Why not?
Home run. Lays off and he's ahead 2-1. There's 2-1 to Simeon. Is at the knees for strike 2. And playing the post on a 2-2. He swings and misses. And Montero comes out. That is the only hit for the Astros since the 4th inning yesterday. Carter into the game. That was as soon as the bull. Already. Carter's in. After his tremendous. Aldi's 2-1.
Coming into this inning, Evaldi's doing the same thing he did last. You can be more. Look, with the lead, people say, "Oh, back to hitters," but it's going to take a lot of solos.
When Evaldi comes back on, see, hardly has to move for the first out. And
well, I've always said, you know, and I got the. You don't pitch it like a postseason game. For every inning.
Strikes out Maldonado.
So if you do that, staff going deep, they've been doing this now for 7 years. Yes, they've been
top in Altuve. Gronsky uses that long frame to get there and finish off a 1-2. Build. They were really bad. To center field. Nice play, Chas McCormick.
What they're going to do, is that enough? Well, no, it wasn't. They went out and got
first AB for Carter. Takes ball 1.
But
I think you touched on something that is also worth reading. Bochy. And they snapped a 6-year play.
Enable that.
Way. And an easy one for Brantley.
Because game. So it's not like they've had, you know, seen this team at home. They're going to get it was going down at the end.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Which should be their first trip to the World Series since going upstairs with an 0-2 and taken for a ball.
But if they keep doing.
Got him with this high fastball. Up, bounced out to third, leads off to 4th and takes strike. 0-2. 0-2 pitch.
He's going to swing over the top of it because he thinks to.
He goes with on 1-2. It is a fastball that's hit 2 early home runs. Whitman gets it inside the pole for a home run.
Was right up in the barrel. And that is the difference.
So the Astros pop up off of the bat of Kyle Tucker for the first out of the
hangs. That's the result that you get. Men on base homers, those are the ones that get you.
Takes it in the dirt for ball 2.
And I meant
time, and he parked it in the upper deck. Ooh, baby, got away with that cutter, didn't he?
That's a
2-2. Back to a breaking ball. Gets it. There's the look. 1 for 5 in this division series. And then the swing.
And his bat has gotten quicker, and that has allowed him to bring the pop.
Key piece of this Astros lineup. Chases a curve here, and Eovaldi comes back from the lead. Now that rotation is topsy-turvy. Month or so. Gonna get Garver here for the first out of the 5th.
Right. We should go check it out.
Texas to Texas. Game 3 of the series.
Big year for them, and you know it's much like when a pitch.
Field that sends Tucker back, shading his eyes from that sun that's starting to now just do the simple math. 39-14 in this. Only in baseball. In October and September feels so. Nathaniel Lowe is 1 for 2 with an RBI hit. 5th in 7 years. Trying to be the first team since Jeter's. Look on the move. He gets there. Finishes off a 1-2-3. 2023 American League Championship Series on Fox is presented by. Recent seasons, but Chris Young, a former pitcher, of course, who appreciates showing up. Michael Brantley leads off the 5th, and a curve just made life. With a dad as a hitting coach,
Form where just a career.
It was a couple days before he built this big league swing. 3-2 again. Brantley.
See, that's a perfect example. I mean, that is not a big swing. It goes through the zone, and the lower half stays steady. There's
Chas McCormick takes the ball. This is the first. Chas McCormick swings over it. It's 1-1. This 1-1 pitch. Off the field. Back-to-back singles to open the 5th.
to slow the game down. That's really the only way to slow the game down with the pitch clock.
But Johnny, we talk all about the
For each pitcher, and really more of the mental aspect right here.
Jeremy Pena takes outside ball 1. And in the tying run. And bounce. Can't get it. Bases loaded for the Astros.
And in between did not bounce the way he anticipated with his glove. Yeah, and that's the approach.
Totally different story for this 25-year-old rookie. Out of the.
There's one area you're going to get him to chase.
1-0. Fights it off foul.
And so your pitch selection now even to try to elevate the fastball.
Eovaldi 18 innings in this post. Diaz swings and misses, and it's 2. The 2-2. 2-2. Diaz swings and misses.
Good velocity, hard sliders away, fastball up the foul, and
buckles his knees with the first pitch curve.
all the numbers, and I told you with runners in scoring position, he just goes.
Eovaldi's 0-2. 1-2 pitch. Altuve's down on strikes, and Eovaldi goes.
He's loaded, nobody out, and the really top 2 hitters.
Wow, 1-0 pitch. Tampa Lance. This one bounces right to him, and Nathan Eovaldi.
The Texas Rangers, and it's not all in one bucket, but what he was able to reel starter, and you see the numbers when he wins game 1. It rewarding.
Yeah, and he does know the environment, right? And he's an easy guy to try. Here's for the first out of the 6. You know, the difference of that game, and that it all worked out for the Red Sox. They won the World Series, but he's so near the top of the list, getting out of that bases loaded situation.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
As he walked off. Got a Leody Taveras carrying pretty well and out of the reach of McCoy. Leody Taveras' dream postseason.
Well, yesterday the theme was the 8 and 9 part of the line.
5 of his 6 times up in this series. That's a check swing foul from Semien. Semien is 2 out of 3. Lines into a double play. His lone start.
There he is, probably the most underrated player for a long time, but he
had one there and fouled it off.
Just the way they look, their presence, their dominance at this time.
On 3-1, Yordan takes ball 4.
And this is through their first 52 games, so you can see that.
Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2.
You're trying to pitch him a little bit differently, and
Two comes back home and strikes him out. One batter.
Ninth inning, and you rightfully so. You know,
that's down, and it bounces its way to the track. Alvarez not in time, and it's a 2-out.
Coach again, take what the pitcher gives score, but Alvarez
swings and misses. Strike one. On this 0-1 from Eovaldi. Chases, and it's 0-1. And he strikes him out on 3 pitches.